Hello there. I'm just looking up the meaning of twat. You'll see why in a moment. When you look up the meaning of a word, are you old style or modern? Hello, and here is this week's question. Do you know what eSIMs and twat cities are? This week's picture is of the first edition of the pioneering Dictionary of the English Language, compiled over a period of 9 years by Samuel Johnson and his team of assistants. It wasn't the first ever dictionary, but it was the most complete at the time, and the first one to include examples of usage, something that is vital for students when learning new vocabulary and expressions. As a student of English, it's important that you expand your vocabulary as often and as much as you can, and English teachers will always recommend that, as well as writing down the definition and/or a translation of new words, you write some example sentences that include those new words so that you learn how to use them. And as it's January, here are some new words and phrases that The Economist thinks might become increasingly important this year. Do you understand the examples? eSIM. An eSIM is a non-physical, software-based replacement for the physical SIM cards. My new phone doesn't have a physical SIM card. It only has eSIM. Passkeys. A new technology that replaces passwords with biometrically validated tokens that are automatically generated and cannot be guessed or forgotten. Passkeys are unique for each app or website, unlike passwords that can be repeated. Regasification. The process of changing liquefied natural gas back into a gas. European countries are investing a lot of money in regasification terminals so that they can import liquid gas and then convert it back to gas to use in their gas pipelines. Twat cities. Due to COVID, many workers have started to travel to the office only on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. They work from home on Mondays and Fridays. My city has become a twat city. The centre is much quieter on Mondays, but on Thursdays, bars are full of workers saying goodbye to each other before the weekend. Let's see if The Economist is right about these words. And I have to say that I find it strange to use twat in this context, considering what the original meaning of the word is. Look at the vocabulary section. Let's chat about the pictures and those ideas. Number 1. Describe the picture in as much detail as possible. Look at the text. 2. What organisations set the standards for languages in your country? 3. Languages constantly evolve. What differences in language, expressions, vocabulary, pronunciation, do you notice between generations in your country? 4. What are your favourite new words and expressions from the last few years? 5. Has your town or city become a twat city, or your place of work a twat office? And here's an activity for you. Look around you. Choose 5 objects that you can see and write a definition of what they are. Then write a sentence with that word as an example of usage. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Hope this was useful. Bye.